Sintra is well worth the trip. It's a beautiful town and area. I would highly recommend you only plan on one castle if you're planning on seeing many of the other options, which are well worth seeing. It took more than 2 hours to see Pena Castle alone, and that doesn't include the driving time to get up there. The lines for tickets are long, the queue is long, the castle was more than a half hour behind for time tickets, and it's a line throughout the visit. One can't just roam around to view the castle. I understand it's the same for all the castles. We had skipped the line tickets. Keep in mind this was April 3rd, not high season. Though I wanted to see Pena and Quinta da Regaleira, with lunch there wouldn't have been much time for anything else in a 7-hour tour. This was advised by our guide, Nuno, from the start, so there was no surprise and we were able to make a decision prior to the tour. You could easily spend 3 days in Sintra. The town itself you will want to spend time in. We can't say enough kind words about our guide. He didn't rush us at all, yet was very aware of time required for chosen sites. He not only drove us to all the sites we wanted to see but went above and beyond to take us to a surprise site, found a fabulous locals restaurant for lunch, and was a great photographer. He was a lot of fun and had a great sense of humor. Pedro made our day an amazing experience from start to finish. We left our ship and arrived at the port terminal earlier than the agreed time, but he was already there to pick us up and courteously helped us with our luggage. Throughout the whole day Pedro was friendly, relaxed and accommodating with the program, so we could take it at our own pace. With a good command of the English language, Pedro has a wealth of knowledge to share, not just as a guide but in many aspects of life in Portugal, its history, geography, society, and offered us many insider tips on transport options, food and wines, etc. The car was clean, water was provided, driving was smooth and safe. Nothing was too much trouble for Pedro, who went out of his way to drop us off after the tour at a specific venue and arrange for luggage storage. Antonio gave us a fantastic tour as well as introduction to Portugal's history. He took us to some wonderfully unique places that we would have never known to even consider visiting while in Portugal. Honestly, the site excursions that we saw along the way were often better than the planned highlights that all tourists come to see. It was an incredible experience to see actual places where locals love and dine rather than get the generic touring experience that one gets on a bigger bus tour. This tour was private and gave us views few first-time travelers ever see that were most definitely worthwhile. We booked our tour several weeks in advance, a must during the high season, and Pedro was excellent in all respects, knowledgeable, friendly, courteous, and flexible. He is a bit of a Renaissance man, highly intelligent with broad-ranging knowledge of history, architectural, cultural traditions, food, government, etc. He clearly knows the Sintra, Cascais, and Cabo da Roca areas like the back of his hand. We had a group of 7 and the ride was comfortable, cool, and roomy. Thanks, Pedro. Highly recommend. Jose is a brilliant, fun, engaging guide. We felt as if we were visiting a close friend who was taking us around to all his favorite and best spots. Jose shared wonderful fun stories on the history of the area and places we visited, Pena Palace, Sintra, Cascais, and more. He never rushed us, but encouraged us to take our time and see all we wanted to see. We're already planning another trip to Portugal and will be contacting Jose again.